First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three. What we got? Hey, turn it out. Check hot route. Hot.
On the ground, it's Eckler. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Great.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Be alert. Pick. Deeper.
Foles. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Mix the score, Bears 7, Saints nothing. getyaw8tup1's set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is getyaw8tup1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Saints take over 1st and... at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and...
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Damian Willis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
For the point after.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Going on the ground with Eckler. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
He's tackled.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 31's the mic. Check.
Here's Foles. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Getyaw8tup1 is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, they just knocked out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
Makes the score.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Foles. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Just like that. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 13. Check 13. Kill. Yeah, go. Let's go.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
first down, Saints.
On first down, they run with Howard. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is Howard on second down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Dancing to his left. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
coverage.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
Field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through, and this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
You got tape. You got tape. You got He's coming.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this is incomplete. Darrington Evans, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
For the field goal, a 59-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to take another shot here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
37 yards.
That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go counter with Howard. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Number 30.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, it's Evans, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 32. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Running with Howard. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
30, Austin.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check three. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 1.
From the 45 on second down, Foles. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run here with Eckler. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down at the 20.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie.
For the extra point.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
49-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Foles. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here is Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ball carrier.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because them getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here. Oh, Howard in trouble, and he can't get away. He's taken down, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Number 30, Austin Eckler, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 40.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. A very solid gain of 27. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
We own them. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Double dog. That's the way. Switch. 25. Check 23.
Foles going to keep it himself. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Danny.
Today's final score, Bears 47.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.